Hello.
Hey, hi Krishna. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, just give me a second. Let me connect my VM. Then we start.
Yeah.
Actually, I joined on a previous link,
Okay.
so that's why I mean,
Even I joined previously, but later I realized that WhatsApp
yeah, same to me. So I thought there is a issue, so I was just discussing with them.
okay.
Okay, anyway, so so today we are going to discuss this
D2.
D2 part.
Okay.
So let me connect with my machine. So because that D2 is deployed over the cloud, so I need to connect. Right. How do you-
But for me also today I reached late, so I requested to.
No problem. I can understand. Just I'm logging in. It's taking, I mean, this cloud is slow. So just once I connected, I'll share my screen.
Yeah, no problem.
Hello.
Yeah.
Okay. So that I have logged in D2. So I mean, what I will demonstrate and describe you, it will be more technical,
Okay.
right? Because theoretically we will not describe you theoretical, because you can read the theoretical in documentations, but the technical part is not available in documentation, right? Correct. I mean, so I mean, I'll give you more mm, uh, towards the technical side.
Mhm.
And I will try to give some documentation as well, so you can go through the documentation. Right. So first of all, what is a D2? D2 is a front-end based application uh, that is, I mean, it's kind of a client is used to basically interact with the content server. But what is the difference between other clients and the D2? Like, I mean, WebTop we have, DA we have. So what is the difference in D2? D2 is designed based on the uh, we should functional perspective.
Okay.
For example, let's say we have a quality department. I mean, quality, or we have a research and development R&D,
Mhm.
right? So I mean, it purely designed for such kind of domains. So for example, quality and manufacturing domains, research and development domains, right? So right, it's all, though you can design on your application within it. I mean, it is not like that you have to use these only, but because already, I mean, the things are already out of the box available. Therefore it's easier to use these out of the box application. So again, what is a D2? D2 is kind of a framework,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
And what is a LS, life science or QNM?
Mhm.
These are the application, extended applications designed in this framework.
Okay.
Either you can use these LSQM, I mean these modules means these applications in the LS framework, or you can design own your application in this framework and execute.
Okay. Okay.
I
LS.
mean, right. So D2 is a framework. It's not a, I mean, complete application. It's just a framework. You can design your own application in this framework and start working on it.
Okay.
Correct. So, I mean, so LSQM is a module, or I mean, we generally say in D2 we have a LSQM module. Module means application. Correct.
Mhm.
Got my point.
Yeah.
Now, how D2 is there? I mean, D2 is divided in two categories, two part. One is a client,
Okay.
and second is config.
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 Okay.
Generally, we called it D2 config.
Okay.
One is a client, second is a D2 config.
Okay.
We, like administrator, we work on this D2 config, and the end user login into the D2 client. Client.
Okay.
I mean, though two different URLs are there, two different URLs are there. Client login with a different URL. We developer or administrator login with a different URL.
Okay.
Correct. So our purpose is to learn this D2 config URL.
Okay.
Correct.
Yeah.
So far, I think it's clear for you, right? So I mean, this client URL where the end user work. I mean, it sees their folder structure. I mean, documents. I mean, they upload a document, check out. I mean, end user perform all these things. They execute workflow like this. But in
Okay.
the config, whatsoever client is using,
Okay.
such kind of configuration is done at config panel,
Okay.
this config screen, right? So whatsoever configuration we do, it gets reflected over client.
Okay.
Correct.
Mm.
So right now I have logged in on D2 config,
Okay.
right? This
Mm.
is a complete license based tool, right? You have to purchase this license on D2. and then you can use it. The now let's discuss about this installation part, how to install and all.
Okay.
The installation is similar to as we have a BibTop or DA we discussed. It's a similar. The war file is there.
Okay.
D2 war file is there. We have to place this war file in a Tomcat, under a Tomcat.
Yeah.
Uh,
Tomcat.
uh, right, it's an application server, and any of the application server. I mean, any Tomcat is a one of the software name of application server. So we can use any application server, either Tomcat, JBoss, BibLogic, like this, right?
Yeah.
So these all are the war files. D2, I mean, these are two different war files. Config is a different war file. D2 is normal is a different war file. We have to come. I mean, these war files are available. You have to copy and deploy these war files in under a Tomcat directory, right? And two separated URL there. So the URL for the D2 client we provide to the end users. They'll hit that URL and give their credential, same credential, Documentum credentials, right? I mean, content server. I mean, all user. I mean, that is a DM underscore user. They can log DM underscore user, right? They
Yeah.
log in. They can log in as a D2 application. I mean, it is not like that any kind of special things are there for logging. Same, just create instance of DM underscore user as like LDAP through DA. They can able to, they people are able to log in into the application. They can log in into the D2 application,
Yeah.
right? Now, what is the DAR? I mean, so a couple of things we'll discuss over here. Now, I
So,
mean,
so while installation part, majority, I mean, most of the companies they will use that Apache Tomcat.
mhm,
Mm.
yes,
Some
I mean,
lady were asking for JBoss and WebLogic. You have
right.
any installation like that?
So Tomcat is GNU license. I mean, why? I mean, general public license.
Usually not Unix.
Sorry,
GNU mean?
sorry, general license, general purpose license, GPL.
Okay.
I mean, you do not need to pay any cost.
Yes,
Purpose.
it's free online.
Yeah, I mean, it's a kind of freely available. You can say. I mean,
Open open source.
open. I mean, yes, it's a open source. See, I mean, open source is a thing, and the difference between open source and GPL. Open source means the source code is available. You
Okay.
can go and change the source code.
Okay.
But Tomcat is not a open source, it's a GPL. I mean, the license is general purpose. I mean, you can use it for your own purpose, but it is not like that you can change any definition or any way of configuration. I mean, the source code is not available like that.
Oh, okay.
Right. So this is a difference between GPL and open source means source code is available. You can seize the source code of that software. But
Okay.
it's a GPL. I mean, you can use this software for any purpose,
Okay.
whether it's a learning purpose, for it's a commercial purpose. There is no license cost involved. So it's a GPL. Okay. Now I was saying something on correct. So for I mean, how to create application? Click on file. Right. I mean, because for the end, I mean, we have a D2 client. So for the, we have to go to the file. It's too much slow because, I mean, we have this application on a cloud. So it's a slow. So therefore, I mean, you can click on file. There's option new application. Just name the application. Click OK. I mean, then the application name start displaying on this drop down. This drop down.
Okay.
Here you can, I mean, you can show your custom applications. I mean, it start displaying you the custom applications. So again, like new, right? I mean, from here you can create. Now, first of and second thing, I mean that you can. I mean, here there is a two option: import and export, right? Import and export.
Okay.
For example, whatsoever configuration you have created here,
Okay.
right? And same thing you need to deploy on production or another environment. You need you can go and export the configuration. Go to the file and export configuration as an XML, right? It download XML file in a zip format,
Okay.
right? And once you are able download it, there then you can go. I mean, open a production in instance. I mean, log in a D2 config on the production, and then there is an option import XML configuration. Click on import configuration, right? Give that path. Click open and okay. The say all the things, all the custom things will get installed on that machine.
Okay.
I mean, for example, whatsoever configuration you have made it, because see, in production or in other environment, you cannot go and create these changes,
Okay.
right? So then you will export here and import the configuration there. Now, he- right? So there is a couple of I mean two things. I mean, in the D2 config, the things are segregated in two. I mean, two components. One is a configuration element. Second is a context.
Content.
Context,
Context.
right? What is a context? Context means query,
Okay.
right? Context is equal to query. You can understand like this.
Okay.
So these all are the contexts. I mean, these are the query where we want that this configuration should be applicable.
Okay.
For example, I want so this configuration should be applicable only these 4 5 objects,
Okay.
and I would see that what is a common in these 5 objects. For example, I see that their title is a common,
Okay.
right? Their title is a common. So
Okay.
here I can query on. I mean, dm underscore documents where title is equal to xyz.
Okay.
So only though I mean wherever the query will execute, it will pick only these 5 objects, right?
Okay.
So on 5 objects, I mean this query will figure out these 5 objects. These kind of configuration will be applied. This
Okay.
where I mark it.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
So what is the context?
Query.
Yeah, context is a query or conditions you can say where we want to applicable the configuration items or
Okay.
on which the configuration items we want to be applicable.
Okay.
Correct. Let me show you one thing. So I mean, because it's too much slow, so that's why. See, this is a condition. Here you can. I mean, just a name. Put any name. So here we select a type. Let's say I select D2 C2 file, right? I mean, let's say okay. Let's say dm underscore user is already there, right? So here where user uh, user underscore name like Krishna. Are you getting my point?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it will fetch these objects and the yeah. So this configuration, I mean below line, I mean for example I want to apply, I mean let me this Um, cloud sometimes it's no good option.
Okay, this is Google Cloud, sir.
No, it's not a Google Cloud, it's AWS.
Yeah,
But oh, sorry, not AWS. This Microsoft
sure.
Azure, right? So I mean, see, for example, these all are the configuration items. I mean,
The
so
AD, what?
hello.
ADC means what, sir?
I mean, that's my name. I mean, just kind of. I mean, just for understanding purpose. It is there is no meaning. It's a custom one. I mean, customized name.
Okay,
Just understand this all users. I mean, ADC just one business entity it is representing.
okay,
Um, I mean, no technical meaning is there. It's a kind of a functional. So,
mm,
for example, I want to apply this. So, I'll click this, double click on it. It will apply a checkbox, right?
okay, mm,
Means whatever objects this query will return, this query.
okay,
Just try to understand. This query will return. This configuration will be applicable.
okay,
Correct.
mm,
Got this point. This all why it is so. Just to
mm,
check or uncheck.
okay,
Right. This way you can do that.
okay.
One. So I hope you understood what is the context meaning.
Contest meaning it's a kind of conditions or
Queries, correct, that return the objects on which this configuration item to be applied.
okay. Returns object with the configuration item to be
To
applied.
be applied, correct. So again, just make a utilize of it. I mean, this all what's okay. So now let's. I mean, we have to understand what all are the configuration items available. Now there's a auto. I mean, if you have a pen and paper, you can note. Configuration items are autonomy, property page, inheritance, security, autolink, template. You are noting it down, right?
Yes, sir. So these are all configuration elements.
Yes, configuration element. We will discuss these all configuration element.
Okay, okay,
Basically, in interview they just ask these. I mean, what is autonomy? What is a property page? What is inheritance? Like this.
okay,
I mean, they will ask what is a context. Context you understood. Now they will ask you what is the configuration items. Right. Rest of the things. I mean, this thing you do in D2, rest of the things you are already aware. I mean, you can achieve through DFC. I mean, it is not like that the requirement. I mean, if there is a requirement in D2, only we have a D2 to to fulfill that requirement. For example, let's say user is saying that I want that this document should move into this to this location automatically or like this. So we can apply a life cycle, we can write a workflow, but it is not like that only this D2 is there to fulfill the requirement.
okay,
Are you getting my point?
okay,
I mean, we are not bound to use only a one solution. I mean, it is not like that we only have a one solution. We can have a multiple solution to implement that requirement, to accomplish that requirement.
okay.
So auto naming, I mean, property based inheritance, security,
Auto link.
auto link, template, virtual virtual document template, VD template,
Okay,
right? Folder structure, check in, check out, creation profile, life cycle,
Okay.
life cycle batch workflow, menu D2, uniqueness check. I mean, it's on life cycle, uniqueness check, send mail, right?
Again, ADC is there. Okay, that is
Mm, I mean, this is the, for a solution for some, so therefore, next rendition, and these all are related to rendition. Rendition, overlay,
okay.
this view, print, export, these all are a part of overlay,
Okay.
right? And then workspace and widget,
Okay.
right? So we'll discuss auto naming. What is the auto naming? Right. Auto naming, for example, for any attribute,
Okay.
we want the the value for a particular value for that attribute. Let's say number.
Okay.
So we want that the number should be generated in a particular sequence.
Okay.
Are you getting my point?
Okay.
Let's say, I mean, user is uploading the document, get uploaded as a doc 01. Then if user upload a second document, automatically that particular value should be doc 02, doc 03, doc 04, a particular kind of sequence.
Okay.
There we, I mean, do this auto naming, configure this auto naming, right? How to do this? We click on this, right? So if you look at here at this, the property name is object name. They want that name should be dir hyphen that particular document id.
Okay.
I mean, so the whatsoever this variable value, right? For example, 0, 1, 2, 3, whatsoever value that it would have dir. Let's say, I mean, the value is 1, 2, 3, then it's a 1, 2, 3. Next it will increase 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 5, dir 1, 2, 5, dir 1, 2, 6, like this. Correct?
Mm. Okay.
Yeah. How to do this? Select this property name. Just fill this. I mean, type this in double quotes. All right, and the counter value. Just save it. Correct.
Mm.
And what was the second component name?
Okay.
Sorry.
property page.
Yeah, property page. I mean, if you have seen in application, if you select a document and right click on property, did you do this? I mean, do you have access of D2 application in your I mean, your environment?
Yes, yes, I have, but this one I don't have. Like
No, no, not D2 config. I'm saying only D2 client. I mean, the what the end user have.
whatever you have shown, no, the same fields are there in I mean in the production.
Uh,
Everything is
okay,
included.
okay. So, I mean, the property page. I mean, there is a option. I mean, if you select any document, right click and there is a property, right? Property. So
Okay,
if you, property item, if you click on the property, it display the metadata, whatsoever the metadata is there for the document. So here you can design that what field you want to display as a property page on a property page,
okay,
right? So yeah, right, like this. I mean, see, everything is a game of metadata. If attribute, I mean, just, I mean, you play around with the attributes, whether it's DFC, whether it's a D2, whether it's a WebTop, everywhere.
okay,
So if you understood the object model, it's very easy then. So for example, I mean, we have a clinical study property page. Double click on it. Let's say, I mean, these all are the out of the box, right? Don't think so that I have created these all.
okay,
I mean, these are the auto everything. I mean, in D2, if you are creating anything other than out of the box, means either you don't know, or second, the requirement is kind of, extreme kind of requirement. Otherwise they have created this product in such a way you do not need to customize anything.
okay,
So therefore, it's so much uh, in demand nowadays.
okay. Okay, we have seen.
Okay, so here, I mean, for example, we I want, these property pages, I mean, right, these attributes in my property page, right, these attributes, right, and so therefore it is displaying like this. And at the end we want OK and cancel button, so here it's displaying,
Okay,
right. These all are by default comes, I mean, this GMP production, GMP, QNM, QMA, these all are by default comes. I just few of them I have renamed to ADC. Are you getting my point? I mean, it's out of the box. I have just rename, I mean, attach a suffix ADC for that, so that we can easily identify that this one we are using in our application. Okay. Next one was the inheritance.
okay,
Inheritance, for example, again, it is described by its name, inherit. So for example, we have a one already I mean, the user has uploaded a one document in D2, right? And he want that, if, I mean, he can copy the same metadata for another document. Are you getting my point? For example, they have, import, I mean, if you import a document in DA, right, go and click on import, right?
yes,
Let me show you, I mean, what I'm trying to say. So, I mean, let's say this is a DA, right? I have an imported document from here, right? Click on
okay,
click on import, and like this I have imported, right? Now again, I mean, I have to fill a metadata, right? If I import, I have to give the object name, title, or such a value, right?
yes,
But I don't I want I want already I have uploaded this document, the metadata already there. I want that the same metadata should be copied to another object. I
okay,
mean, if I import, I do not need to fill any metadata. It should. inherit those metadata value from this document.
Okay.
I mean, so in that case, what I need to do, I have to select this document and go to click and import, right? Like that, import, like this. Then it will allow me to import a document. I mean, but the metadata will pick from this document.
Okay.
Means it should inherit the property from this. So what all properties it should inherit? Here we can describe. So inheritance.
Okay.
So inherit product information only, product, right? So, so if I double click on it, right? I want that. See, these are the source attributes. I want that it should copy from the source. This should be copied. I mean, if I select and try to import a document, these fields should be inherit. I mean, whatsoever the value of these attribute should inherit to new document as well.
Okay.
Are you getting my point? What I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So this is for inheritance.
Means just we need to take the one value and
Right. Just I mean,
like
uh,
use the.
copy the value. That's it.
Mm.
I mean, in case if we have a, such a requirement, we can accomplish this requirement with the inheritance.
Okay.
I mean, I understand. I mean, until you do not practice it, it's very hard to think. But at least you will have an idea. I mean, if you go for interview, you can answer those questions.
Okay.
So tell them straightforward what you did. I mean, if they ask you, I mean, why I ask you to note it down, though I mean, I ask you to take a screenshot and like this. I would have asked you to just take a screenshot, but instead I ask you to write because so that you can remember these names.
Okay.
In interview, if they ask you what you did in D2,
Mm.
if you tell them this you did, it's more than enough. No one can, can
Ask
take.
photo.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I mean, if they required a D2 person, definitely you're selected. Because the people, I mean, because the problem is that mostly people have worked in D2, but they do not have a such experience. They do not have a such exposure for doing this D2,
Okay.
right? Okay, so next is a security model. Same thing, right? Here we also can apply a security. I mean, select GMP role security. None browse read relate. Everything is the same. Also, yeah. I mean, we can have a this. See DM word, DM owner, right? Word and owner by default comes, right? Here we can add whatsoever name we can add, right? And what kind of permission we are giving? None, delete, read, right? We are giving this permission, right? And here is the extended permissions, change state, change owner, write this like this, correct?
Yeah.
So here you can add, I mean, either if I cross it, it will be crossed, I mean, it will be deleted. And if I want to add, here we can add, I mean, like this. If I click on this, add,
Mm.
see, this is added. So here I need to, like this, I can add like this, right? And the Persian, like this. I mean, what so many users are there, they will be displayed. I mean, everything is configurable. You cannot create anything. I mean, just everything will start displaying from, you know, uh, from the attribute values. Okay. Next is auto linking. What is the auto link? For example, if you upload a document, you want that document should automatically come to this folder hierarchy. Let's say
Okay.
we have this finance doc, doc like this, or like this. So I want that document automatically should place in docs document review process under this. So linking, right? Link. You see, link unlink we discussed, right, in API.
Yeah.
Same meaning is that documents should link to the particular folders.
Okay.
So here we can define the auto linking. Here we just need to give the folder structure, and the document will link to this path. So I mean, here, I mean, if you click, see here that clinical affairs, it's a part of DM cabinet. That's it. So what it'll do, it will create a one cabinet clinical affair and attach a document to this, right?
Okay.
If the name is already exist, then it, I mean, it will do it. It will not create a clinical affairs, but I mean, it will look for the same cabinet and attach a document to it.
Okay.
What is the next item?
Next item is
Template, right? I think
list.
correct, template. Once you talk about the template, right? I mean, how to change the template and all. I think. I mean, once you have a query, I think.
No, template list, no. That time how to make that list, like once user open the document, then
Right. So here's the template. I mean,
DM template is the object name.
oh right.
But once the user opening, the document, the header and footer fields are
Okay,
initially
that's a overlay. I mean, that will discuss in overlay.
okay, okay,
Right. These all are the templates. Basically, what it do, we'll provide a query. I mean, here, I mean, if you use generate document template, so I mean here, we have blank Microsoft Office Word document, right? So you can enter a template from here. I mean, just by this, you can select the document, which document, whether it's a PDF document, you know, you know, XLS file or like this blank document, it will be enabled.
okay.
Similar for the virtual document template. I mean, right? I mean that that will display for uh, change request or like this. I
Okay.
mean, template means that again, whether the blank MS Office file, or if you have a written on that Word document or any kind of template, that will be available for this virtual document. So, I mean, if I say this virtual document, same way, I mean, we can select template. I mean, all right, how to select? Here we write a query,
Okay.
or I mean, we can copy a link. I mean, a query means select uh, our object ID. I mean like this, from dm underscore template where uh, uh, group is equal to, I mean, or gmp group is equal to gmp, or you can say category is equal to 4, right?
Four.
Or category is equal to far, or category is equal to 1. I mean, so here we'll write a query. The query will pick that R object ID and link that particular template to that object.
Okay.
I mean, where it find, because already is there. I mean, but before you want to, you have to place your template here,
Okay.
right? I mean, right click, go to the property here. I mean, let's say subject you need cat 5 or cat 3. So there you will write a query dm underscore template where subject is equal to cat 3. It will pick this template.
Okay. Virtual document template also same
Yeah.
or a different. Means a normal template and virtual document.
See, virtual, I mean, see, document is a document, whether it's a virtual or something, but the virtual, I mean, we are saying it's a virtual document just for a technical reason because it is associated with one more document. That's it. But
Okay.
in actual, it's a document,
Okay.
right? I mean, we are saying it virtual because it is associated with one more document as well.
Okay.
I mean, because if we call it as a primary document and it has a one another reference of a document. Therefore, we are calling it a virtual document. Otherwise, things are the same. I mean, document is a document. I
Okay.
mean, you can understand this way. There is a one. I
Yeah.
mean, one PDF, and there is a one PDF has a two pages PDF, right? One
Okay.
page and second page, like this. So one page is also a one document. Second page is also a one document.
Okay.
But both documents are connected with each other. Mean,
Okay.
somehow they have a reference or something like this. Therefore, we are calling it a virtual document. But though they are the PDF in actual,
Okay.
right? Next, folder structure import. I mean, you can import a complete folder structure and display here. I mean, folder structure import means what does it mean by? For example, you know, you have a document in program folder, and like this, you want to import complete with the I mean with the program itself. Rather importing a particular document, you want that how many documents are there in this program folder, including this folder from your laptop should be imported. Are you getting my point? Hello? Hello? Am I audible? Hello? So this is for this virtual document. Next, this life cycle. Hello? 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 Hello?